Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode for my first look at the Divde Et Impera mod. And I'm going to be playing with the Seleucid Empire because in my last series of Rome, when it ended, I asked what people wanted to see, and the most votes was Divde Et Impera and a Far Eastern faction or the Seleucids. So I'm not too interested in the Far Eastern stuff that much, but I find that the Seleucids are a nice mix of Hellenic and Far Eastern units, so I think it's a nice balance. So I'm going to go over here, we're going to click the Seleucids, and everything in this game, or at least in this mod, appears to be named by its Greek name. I think it's Greek, and I don't know really, know how to pronounce Greek words, so I'm just going to keep calling this the Seleucid Empire, even though the Greek name, I'll take a stab at it, the Seleucidae. That's how I'm probably totally wrong. But anyway, Seleucid Empire. So let's look what we got here. Successor conflicts. 10% morale for all units during battles against Hellenic factions. Okay, so that means we're probably going to want to spread out to the west, I guess, for a morale buff. Alexander's Legacy. Minus 20% resistance to foreign occupation. Okay. The Seleucids. Overlords of the East. Major diplomatic penalty with all Eastern factions. Okay. Royal estates, 10% wealth from agricultural buildings, so we want to focus on agriculture, got it. And multiculturalism, minus 25% public order penalties due to presence of foreign cultures. That's interesting. That means we can probably expand a lot faster than other powers, because when we go into a new province that has different culture, our public order is not going to be as low because of this bonus we have to the presence of foreign cultures, so that's pretty cool. I like that. Don't think I really want to change anything. I will keep this on hard, but I probably will decrease the battle campaign or the battle difficulty to normal, because that's what's recommended for this mod, for the Divde Et Impera mod. Which, wow, there's a lot of things that are different with Divde Et Impera. The unit stats are totally different from vanilla, or at least from the Radius mod, I probably should say, because my most experience is with the Radius mod. So all the stats are, I believe, a lot lower. There are no more of the quote-unquote arcadey style unit abilities, so no more use the whip, rapid advance, none of that. There is a cool feature that units that have javelins, you no longer need to throw javelins by charging a unit, but you can stand still and there's a throw javelin button, so you can just toss them while standing still. They will still automatically launch them when they charge, but that's still pretty cool that you have the option of now throwing them. Oh, so many changes. What else is different? I think the economy has been revamped a lot. I think you get less money overall, I think. So many changes. The general abilities, they are no longer usable whenever they're off cooldown, but they have a specific amount of uses now. So you can't just inspire and second wind all the game.
You are the Seleucid Empire, but your grip on your eastern satrapies is weakening. Bactria is already independent, and Pathava and others may also attempt to break away. Meanwhile, to the south, the Ptolemies of Egypt are scheming against you. Their desire to control your Syrian lands may yet bring about war. Although stability to the north and west may be assured by the Sardes, who remain loyal, the warlike Galatians and the Hellenistic states of Asia Minor threaten your borders. The future of Alexander's legacy is in your hands. The Seleucid Empire must not fall.
No, it must not. The Seleucids will reign supreme. Alright, so another change that I had to do is these unit numbers, you see like 128. Well, the unit numbers in this game, in this mod, have been altered a little bit natively. So like this unit I think would be up to 240, some units would be at like at 300 troops. The problem is that my system can run those numbers fine if I'm not recording. If I'm not recording, the system is fine. But when I am recording, I unfortunately cannot have like a full Legion on Legion battle with those unit numbers and it remain smooth. Like it gets really framey. I've done some tests and it's unfortunate. So I had to bring the numbers back down to what it is in the vanilla game, or at least closer to. I can't get these down to 120 because just, I don't know, I guess that's just the way it is in this game. So know that when you download this mod, that by default the numbers are going to be about double what you see here. Which is pretty cool to have that many units on the field, and when I'm not recording, because I'm playing another game, I definitely run the full numbers, but unfortunately, can't do that for the recording, so I do apologize ahead of time there. Although it does make for a lot easier maneuvering in city siege battles, because the unit sizes, it's sometimes kind of hard to maneuver your giant army of 300 units down narrow city streets. So it's actually kind of a bonus. Okay, so starting off as the Seleucids. I've played as the Seleucids when this game first came out, just a little bit, and in my very short time playing them, I found that all my satrapies declared war on me relatively quickly, at least all these ones over here, because we actually control like this entire area through satrapies. And the only satrapy that remains loyal to me, at least back then in the vanilla game, was the Sardes. So I'm going to want to focus, I think, on building up the Syrian province and then the Mesopotamia province, because we're going to be having a lot of enemies, because I think these guys are going to hate us, and I think these guys are also going to hate us. Basically, everyone's going to hate us except for the Sardes, I think. And then maybe these guys. Actually, let's just pop into diplomacy. So yeah, they hate us. Satrapy hates us. Minus 137. So yeah, it's just kind of built at the start of the game for all your satrapies to go to war with you, which makes sense because the Seleucids by themselves control a lot of territory for the start of a game. They still have a pretty decent satrapy in the Sardes, and if they had all these satrapies remain loyal to them, I mean, that'd be the easiest game ever, because you'd already control everything, basically, over here anyway. It'll be easy. So it's a cool setup, because it's deceiving for new players. They're like, oh, are you kidding me? Like, I have all these as satrapies? What the heck? But they're probably not going to remain satrapies for much longer. Okay, and then of course you have Egypt down here, and they are potentially enemies too. Although I don't think they hate us that much at the start. Well, minus 53 is actually kind of a lot. So I think what I'm going to do is try to build up what friends I can, and that's going to be with factions that are not Eastern, because we have that penalty against Eastern factions. So like these desert nomadic guys. Let's see if we can build up some trade agreements. Okay. For 305, I'll take it. Persia actually doesn't mind us that much, surprisingly. I thought everyone hated us. They'll probably still go to war with us, though. We'll see.
Say your piece like a civilized man, Outlander.
Nope.
Servants of Pharaoh.
Yeah. So all of these negatives will drop down over time. So it is possible, if they do not declare war on us, that we could eventually actually become friends with them, because they are Hellenic. So we don't have that native, or the negative, because they're not, Eastern. So they may still be friendly in the future. Rhodos will say, hey, I'll take it.
You speak with wisdom and grace.
I do. Minus 113. So yeah, the Sardes, Hellenic, and they are kind of friendly with us. So
I am honored to be such an ambassador of such
do a trade agreement.
Your word.
The Nabate. Minus 94. They're not that strong. I'm not really worried about them that much. And they are at, well, they don't like Garia and the Kidri. And I already set up a trading with Kidri. So I think I'll focus on these two and then just kind of let them do whatever they want to do. So let's see if we can get a trade agreement with you. Very good. Not a high amount of trade, but I'll take it. And then Mascat seems to be neutral with these guys as well as me, so let's see if we can get a trade with them.
Welcome, honored emissary.
Very good. Again, not much money, but still, it's the...
On behalf of my people, I accept. The haggling is done, and we have an end to our talk.
You can stop talking. It's the relation bonuses that I'm looking forward through these trade agreements. Yeah, so these two guys, they do not like us. Let's see if they'll trade.
Do not wander in like a desert beggar. If you have something to say, say it like a civilized man.
Mean.
Greetings, friend. Let us use our time together.
Nope. Okay.
Our merchants do not want trade with you, and my master takes note of their undoubted expertise.
So Bithynia is another faction that we're probably going to be going to war with because they hate the Sardes, and I want to focus on making the Sardes a little bit stronger. Like, I would be totally cool if the Sardes ended up taking basically all this area where Pontus had in my Roman campaign. And that'll allow me to focus on our enemies, satrapies right now, but they will become our enemies, I'm pretty sure. Because I think I'm going to want to wipe these guys out first, and then maybe expand west. So I want to try and make sure that the Sardes isn't killed. And we'll probably, or I'll help them take out Galatia and Bithynia, and then I guess maybe go to war with these guys if they're not at war with us yet. And try to have the Sardes take over this, so this is an area that I won't have to worry about. And the Sardes will hopefully be strong enough to expand on their own. Because I'm a player, if you've watched any of my other series, I'm a player that really believes in the client states and satrapies. I like allies, so I'm going to try and support them. Even though it didn't work too well.
And will listen with interest to all you.
Darn.
You would not.
What I was saying, it didn't work out too well with my RDIE in the Roman campaign.
And take wine to cool them.
Sure. We'll trade for now. I'll kill you later. Okay, so that takes care of our diplomacy for this turn. Another cool feature of this mod, you can see that it shows the trade materials that the town is trading in. So that's what, like silk? Yeah, so that's also pretty neat. It's a nice little feature. I think that's part of this mod. I don't remember that. Am I crazy? And then that would be what, glass? What's this? Oh, I can't even see it, duh, because I don't know that town. Was that in the... Actually, now I'm kind of thinking about that. Actually, I think that's in the vanilla game. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Whatever. Okay, so I want to focus on Syria first. So, we're at a -1. Why are we at a -1? -7 due to cultural differences, taxes, and slaves. Okay, well, let's change that. We're 40% Hellenic. I think I will want something that changes the province culture, so I'm looking at the Shrine of Zeus. That's 3 and 4, and then that's 4 and 3. The thing is, though, you technically get a little bit more with this because you get a +1 to security against all agent actions. Yes, the public order and Hellenic culture is also flipped, but still you're getting more for your money here. So I think I'm definitely going to go with the Shrine of Zeus. Not as much public order, but still, the Hellenic culture is pretty important too. Also, there's another cool building in this mod. Let me see if I can actually get it right from the start. Yeah, these things. So it's like another agricultural chain, but this one gives you public order and growth for the province, which is pretty cool. Although, now I kind of have to build that because... Oh, shoot. I wanted to show it off, but I probably should have waited because... I don't have that much money. You know, instead I'll build a farm here, but I just wanted to show that that's a cool new building too. Because I need to expand our armies, because I don't know how long we're going to have here until this area erupts in war with our satrapies. Egypt may declare war on us. Let's just do this right now. And I need to help the Sardes. So I think I'm going to look over our units. So this is something that I'm going to really have to get used to, is the unit stats, because I'm so used to the radius mod, which is so much higher than these. Oh boy. Okay, so what do we have? And yes, all of the unit names are also, I believe, in Greek. Although at least they do the parentheses below the name to tell you what it is. So that's our general. We have an elephant. Line of pikes. Some really crappy spears. Very cheap for this mod though, because yeah, like even these just basic native hoplites. Upkeep is 101. These upkeep are 56. And that's something else I need to get used to, is the new upkeep changes. Because in the radius mod, I think some of the elite units may have been 100 upkeep, but even those were kind of below 100. But here, everything is so much more expensive. And the melee attack of 6 is just so bad. But then again, these pikes only have a 10, so maybe that's not too terrible. What does these hoplites have? 18? Okay. Oh, jeez. And another thing, sorry. The weapon initiative and weapon deadliness is a new thing in this mod too. So the initiative determines what unit strikes first. So an initiative of 4 against like a sword unit, which is going to be 0. These guys strike first. Now I don't know the actual formula, but I'm assuming it works this way. So this guy would attack first in a fight between him and a sword guy, because he has the higher initiative. And so then his attack would go against the unit's defense, so against a 43 or whatever. And if he misses, then this guy's attack will then go through. And I'm assuming that's how that works. So this just determines who goes first. And then the deadliness mod, or the deadliness stat, I'm assuming it's just like some kind of, I'm trying to think. Like they would take like the weapon damage and then times it by the weapon deadliness, or maybe there's some kind of hidden formula in there to get the actual damage of that weapon. I'm assuming again. I guess I could probably read into that on the mod site. I'm sure it goes into exactly what that does. But we can all assume higher weapon deadliness is better, and higher initiative is better. So that's a big difference here too. Also, there's no hit points shown on these unit stats. So do they just not have hit points? That seems odd if they don't. Maybe it's just not shown. I don't know. I'll have to look in that too. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to want to move these guys north and protect the Sardes. But before I do, I think I want to recruit some people. Although, you know, I guess I could recruit from this place too. But we get new units though. Yeah, because we're in a different province. So, Cilician levies. Melee attack of 25. Upkeep of 81. These guys seem okay. And then I grab another one of these basic spears. So I guess I'm going to have a front line of pikes and spears. And then these sword units will be like flankers to go around on the sides and behind the enemy and kill them. Yeah. Another huge change. Again, sorry. I'm kind of new to this mod, so I forget what's new. Is this stamina. So every single unit has stamina, poor, average, great. And it governs how fast the unit tires and restores fatigue. And it is dependent on the type of unit, weight, and approach to combat. So that's also pretty cool and something I'm going to have to get used to as well. Because that's totally new in this. Because I think the slingers have like excellent stamina. So these guys are really fast, they can run for a long time. Which is really cool because like the heavily armored guys, which I'm assuming would be like these hoplites in this place. Although I can't show them because I can't recruit. Can we get them here? No, we can't. Like even these armored hoplites here, their stamina is poor. And that's pretty cool. I'll have to get used to that. Okay. What else do I need to do? Agent. I think I'm going to move you south and keep a look on Egypt. And see when they gather armies on our borders. Like there. That's not too scary, even though they do have a chariot. Let's see. Tyros has a garrison of 9. That should be enough for right now. Ravaging chimeras. Oh, and as it is in every single one of my campaigns, if you want a legion name in this game, then just let me know, and I will do a first come, first serve type of thing, and make a list, and then change these legions that we already have, and then all new legions will get, well, your suggestions. So let me know in the comments below. Also keep in mind that I may record a couple episodes before I even release this one, so if you don't see those changes immediately, that's why. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we need to do. Edicts. That's what we need to do. Mercenary hiring costs. That's kind of cool, but not for this province. Nope. Bread and games. Pretty solid. Growth, food, and public order. And I think we'll do the same thing here. And we only have 58 gold left. I think I'll keep these two armies where they are for right now. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what happens. There you go. Galatia has attacked the Sardes already. So we'll enter the war on the side of the ally. And they already took a city. Darn it. So these are one of the guys that could betray us, but until they do, I will enter the war on the side of my ally. Because these guys already hate me anyway, so we'll probably go to war with them anyway. So maybe this action, by going into war with these guys, will prevent them from betraying us. Maybe. Probably not. But I'll take that chance.
There is much merit in a treaty between us.
I'll accept. I'm gonna have too many enemies from the start anyway. I need all the friends I can get. There you go. Garcia has betrayed us. Parthava has betrayed us. Arya has betrayed us. All in the first turn. Ay, ay, ay. So the only satrapy we have is Persia and these guys. So it is kind of cool is that since they went to war with us, did they go to war with Persia? Yes. So that's actually really good for us because Persia stuck with us. That means that we are now sharing enemies together. So that increases our that increases our relations with each other. So that kind of negates the cultural aversion. So the way that this game started out, it looks like we're actually going to be keeping... Yeah, because these guys like us now too because we share the war with each other. So we're going to keep these two as client states. I think. That's really lucky. Okay. Very good. Well, we'll see how they do. I am going to focus on the Sardes up here. And let me actually do a war target. Sardes don't even have any kind of armies. Jeez. Oh, let's escape that. And we will... I guess we'll go this way. Do some more recruitment.
Destination reached.
132 upkeep. Jeez. They do have expert charge defense. Armor is 36. Which seems to be okay in this mod. These guys have a 33. It's probably mostly shield, I'd imagine. No, only 14 from shield. Okay. Base morale 35. That seems to be pretty low, though. So that's something... Morale is not an issue in the Radius mod, like, at all. But in here, it's probably going to be a pretty big deal. So I'm going to have to start worrying about morale again. Which is good, because it's the system in this game. And the Radius mod basically negated that altogether. Oh, what do I want to recruit? Probably some more sword units.
Sign up, lads, for a good and glorious life.
Because we have a solid line of spears to hold the front. So yeah, I think we're going to need... Yeah, we'll grab another one of these guys. Okay. And I'm also going to need military access with these guys, but I'll ask for that next turn. And we have 3,200 left. This army has withdrawn. That's good for us. I need to get public order up here pronto. Limited warhorse breeding. 1 warhorse. I doubt this is going to have any kind of entry in the encyclopedia. Yeah. What the heck is a warhorse? Just a trading good, I guess? I don't know. Okay, well, let's continue to expand Syria. I'll grab an Agora. And then let's increase our armies.
We hunger for battle.
So we have 3 pikes, and then we have spears. Archers. Slingers still have the best range. Archers do a lot more damage. Less shots per minute, less ammunition. More upkeep. So these guys are good against unarmored units. As are these guys. I don't think they have any armor piercing. Yeah. With their axes, these guys are going to have some decent AP. Let's grab a front line. Well, you know what? Money's going to be pretty tight. Nah, we'll grab those. And then I'll grab an archer. Okay. And 768 left. I don't really have that much money to go and help all of my satrapies. I hope they can just fend off for themselves. Okay, so let's recruit a little bit up here then too. Because these guys may go to war with us still, so I need an army up here. But I am kind of running out of money. This unit has 3 of these Iranian hillmen, which are going to probably be good flankers. So I need more of a front line. Let's just do some cheap spears. Alright, these guys cost the same stats. These guys have more morale, but they do not have formation attack or improved stamina. So they get a higher morale for the trade-off of stamina and formation attack. Which one do I want? I think formation attack, because that's pretty important.
Are you ready to serve?
Oh, shoot, right, because I'm... Okay. Okay, right. So I'm recruiting from down here. Forgot this is one long province. I'll do that recruitment next time. Tell you what I'll do. Not an agent. Whoops. Here we go. That's only a free guy, huh? And he gives +2 to Eastern cultural influence? That's not what we want. Oh, maybe I'll just hold off on that then. I was going to start raising an army here to help protect from Egypt in case they go to war with us, but I don't want that general. So I guess I'll just end the turn.
My people wish to offer you this gift of gold. If
Wow.
you will take it.
No. I, of course, wander on the side of the Sardes. Okay. Let's also grab this. Okay. Bactria and the Dahe. Okay, cool. That's the Dahe's up here. You guys really need to get your armies over there. Alright, let's go into diplomacy and we'll ask for a...
Be welcome. If I can give you a fair answer, you will have it.
I can't because he's a satrapy. I'm going to have to ask Egypt directly. That's not good.
Speak wisely.
Or,
and speak
not
you
that.
must. For I will listen to your
Crap.
prattle for Pharaoh, my dread.
Okay.
Ready for orders.
Well, we'll just have to walk through the lands then.
Waiting for orders. Unleashing the settlement.
So this looks to be a pretty easy fight. So I suppose I should just auto-resolve this one. It's not going to be interesting at all. Yeah. Let's occupy.
At your command.
Okay, and let's also do a new war target. And I really wish I could give this town to my satrapy. Like, I hate that that's not in this game.
Commander.
And here's something else that is also new with this, the skill upgrade tree. So, from what I can gather, you have these main trees here, and I'll grab Commander of Men, and then when you get a Commander of Men, I think that opens up just the Commander of Men sub-tree. I think. Is what that's doing here. Campaign movement range and morale for all units during battles in foreign territory. Morale. Dread Commander. Let's do Dread Commander. +1 authority, plus 10% campaign movement range. These are siege experts. Ugh. That's not good for us. Alright. Can we recruit here? Hellenic culture required. Hellenic units can only be recruited in regions that have a majority of Hellenic religion. Either increase the influence of the Hellenic culture in the region or utilize local troops instead. Interesting. So I think that means that there are some Hellenic units here that I just don't have access to yet because of our culture. Huh. Well, in that case, I will grab some more cheap units. -6. Jeez. Well, when these are done, then that should change.
Commander. Ready for battle. Are you ready to serve?
And these units are just not that good. And I don't think this one is worth that much money in upkeep. Yeah, it's Alright, let's also recruit the general down here. +2 cultural conversion. Alright, so none of these guys... Oh, that's a statesman. No. Morale, public order, growth, construction costs. I think we'll go with this guy, because he's going to be just sitting in Tyros, so the growth and the construction cost is going to be beneficial to us. Wow. Wow. I think the option here is you go with the elephants. And we'll recruit some pikes. Alright, that's still clear. Let's move this person down a little bit further so I can see this city. Okay. What do I want to do? Let's put a consecrated ground here. And I think that's going to do it for the first episode for the Seleucid Empire. So not much action. We did take a city, but there's no need to fight it out. Maybe we'll have a fight when we go after their Galatian capital. But I really want the Sardes to take some of these towns. I really wish you could give towns away. That's not an option here, right? In this mod? That'd be really cool if it was. Because that's something that should just be in this game.
I am honored to receive you, and look forward to your erudite
No.
arguments and witty.
Alright, well, thanks for watching this episode, everybody. I will see you all next time. Take care.